schools. Few of these boys and girls have ever seen a white man. We bring them in, clean them up, and start them on their way to civilization.
It was seen as very progressive and had a lot of support, and that filtered its way into the child welfare system. You know, Native children are better off raised in white homes. You know, let's save those poor Indian kids.
These institutions, or these, the schools, or these foster homes, they literally became the parents, and they weren't taught how to love, and that was then in some way trickled down to their children, and then down to their children. And in some ways, I always talk to my students when I'm teaching things like this, like the boarding school era. They are wondering, why were we not taught this in our schools? What's going on? Like, why weren't these stories told? And I have a feeling that it's because no one knows.
In this country, Native American peoples are largely invisible. Our history is invisible. Our stories are invisible. And so, as the teacher, the professor, I wanted them to know that I was there to try to fill in those gaps. And so I would tell them, no question is too dumb. You know, you're here to learn, you're here to dialogue, we're here to talk, we're here to interact. So no question is too dumb.
It was mentioned in the movie too about living in two worlds. You know, because I didn't fit in one, and then, you know, I went back to, I quit the program when I was 15 and I was in high school, you know, and you know, a lot of that culture was lost. I think my mom didn't really know how to, because we were home for 3 months out of the year. And then in Utah for the rest of school, learning, you know, how they respond Native kids and how they respond other races other than white. You know, living in those two worlds, you can't really, you know, I grew up confused.
It starts with taking care of our own, but also taking care of our smaller communities and neighborhoods, and also hearing each other's stories, not just telling the stories, but also hearing each other's stories. And that's kind of what I gathered from all of that.
There's other people out there like you, and that you don't have to feel alone, you know, in what you've been through. You know, and that's a powerful feeling, that you have different kinds of community that maybe you didn't even know about. And that's what I call medicine. And so I'm going to spend a lot of time, you know, thinking about the story and what it means.